the Twitter bot. Let me click on it, and it will give me the detail about this bot. Now we can create the task by clicking this button, create task, and here is a new pop-up here for entering the details of a task. It is asking for the title. Let's enter the title of Twitter test bot. We have another field, Discord ID and channel ID. We use both of these to send the logs of the successful activity, or if in case that if any error occur in the bot activity, it will send the message towards IDs. Let me enter the ID over here now. Uh, Let me open the Discord. Now I have opened my Discord, and this is a channel I am previously using in my activities during the test activities. I will just simply copy the server ID and place it over here. Then the channel ID and place it over here and click on continue. Now we have created a task. You can see that here is a task, and we will click on the Twitter, and here we can see that different activities that I mentioned in the start of the video of the bot are here. The first one is like the tweet, follow the user's comment on the random tweets, profile interaction using usernames, and join the Twitter spaces. Let's see one by one each activity. I forgot about this. We have to place the OpenAI API key. This will use in creating the comments and the reposts. We will have to place the API key over here, and let me enter the API key. Now I have placed the API key over here. You don't need to place the API key every time you open the dashboard and you have to create the activity and task for the bot. You would just simply have to place it once over here, and it will be remain in the field until you want to change it. Let's discuss the activities one by one. Here is the like the tweet first activity. We just simply click the toggle on. Here we have the three fields. First one is for the date. The date over here is automatically picked from the art system and place it over here. It will automatically generate. You don't need to uh, type it every time. Now next field is the probability. In probability, why we are using probability? The probability we are using for the randomness in the bot activity. We can increase the ratio of the probability, let's say 70%. And next is the number of tweets to interact daily. Here we have set the limit for the bot for the specific day activity, like 500. The bot will interact with the 500 posts and like it, and just simply close the bot activity for that day. If you trigger the activity again, the bot will reject to start the activity. Now let's move to the next one, is the follow the users. We have the same inputs over here. And in the next activity is comment on the tweet, and we also have the same inputs over here, probability and the number of tweets to interact per day. The next one is the profile interaction using usernames. The inputs over here are quite different from the upper ones. First we have to enter the number of profiles we want the bot to interact with. Let's say I want the bot to interact with 2 profiles in one run. I just simply increment it and the 2, and we can see that 2 tabs are appear over here. In each tab we will enter the details about that specific profile. And I have edit for the example how you have to enter the things over here. You have to enter the username first. @Elon Musk is the username of the profile. Then you have to enter the number of posts over here, how many posts you want the bot to interact in that specific profile. Then we have 4 different things, is the number of likes, number of comments, number of reposts, and number of quotes. Within the limits of these posts that you will given, let's say I give 50 posts. I want the bot to interact with 50 posts in that specific profile. Within this limit range, the bot will click like on the 10 tweets type comments on 10 tweets and number of reposts, 10 number of reposts and 10 number of quotes. If the bot interact with 50 profiles and the condition does not meet, the bot will exit the activity because the number of posts that were given to the bot have been reached to its limit. And the next input is the type of comment, which type of comment we want the bot to perform, and to try to type on the comments and the quotes. Let's select the natural. We will move to the next one and enter the username over here. Let's say I enter the random one. Enter the number of posts, 10, number of likes 5, number of comments 5, number of reposts 2, and number of quotes 1. And the type of comment in this activity will be funny. In here, this is the inputs of the profile interaction using usernames. Let's move to the next activity. And the next activity is join the Twitter Spaces. This activity just contains a single input field in which we will place the URL of the space we want to join and click next. Let's I click the like the tweet and 50 and click on the next. In the next section, we have the choose device, and we can see that we have no device over here because we have not logged in to any device yet. Now let's log in to a device. I switch the tab to the second half. We are back to our device on the spot where we have left the field. Let's start from the beginning again. Let me click on the app first. Remove the listen and click on the app pilot. It will take us to the accessibility service of our Android device, and we have to enable the accessibility service over here and click on the download apps, app pilot, and turn on the app pilot accessibility permission. You can also use the shortcut over here. We will click on this shortcut and it will turn on and off the accessibility service of the Android device. We can go back and here is our login page, and we will use the same credentials that we use. It just created the account and logged into this dashboard. Let me enter the credentials over here. I have entered the credentials of the same account, and let's click on the sign up. Now we have successfully signed in to our app, and when we refresh the dashboard, we can see that we will see the device over here with the active status. On refreshing the page, we can see that our device name V2058 with an active status appear over here. We will select the device on which we want the bot to perform its activity and just click on the next. We can add devices, as many devices as you want to appear over here. You just have to use the same login credential on each device, and every device will appear in the list of as many devices as you're logged in with the same credentials. All the devices will appear over here, and during selecting the activity, you can select the device on which you want to perform the bot to you want the bot to perform that specific activity. Next is the schedule, and if you click on it, and if you have to enter the duration of the activity for how long the bot have to perform the activity. I want the bot to perform the activity for 5 minutes, and here I will tell the bot the time, set the time on which the activity will be triggered and start on the device. Let's select over here 3:39 to 3:41 p.m. Next, here is a summary page. We have entered the API key and like the tweets, the bot activity we have selected, and we have to not select the other ones. One thing that I forgot to mention is that you can perform one activity at one time on one device. Let's say I want the bot to perform the comment on tweet, then I have to make sure that all other activities and all the toggle of all other activities are off. Because if we select two activities at the same time, it will create a conflict in the bot. I have already checked for this, but the cure prevention is the must. And the second time we have in the second flow we have schedule, in which we have the duration time and the start activity time. Let's click save and start. Now we can see that is our task name, our bot name, our platform, and our schedule status of the activity scheduled now and the date created. Now let's talk about this application. Here we have the version of the application, and in the front we have two things: web application connection, and it is automatically connect to the server. And second is accessibility service, which the bot will use to perform the activity. We have to always enable the accessibility service manually if it is turned off. That's why we have placed that icon over. We just simply click on the icon and it will or turn on and off the accessibility service. Now we can see that the bot has on the started the activity on 3:41 p.m. the time we have just set during the activity. Now the bot is performing the activity. Let me show you the message that is sent to the Discord. And here is a message that is sent to a Discord channel ID we have provided while creating the task. Let's move back to the bot activity. Now that it has started, uh, the bot has started the activity and it is started to like the tweets. As we can see that when the bot starts its activity, the status of our task is changed to the running, and when the activity is completed, it will switches to the awaiting status. And now we can see that the bot has liking the comment, liking the tweets on the basis of the probability. I have set the probability of 70, and if the tweet lies under the probability ratio, it will like it, and otherwise it will ignore it and move to the next tweet. The bot will continue its activity till the duration time. We have entered the 5 minutes. The bot will perform its activity for 5 minutes and then automatically turned off the activity and cleared the Twitter from the device. From the device, like cleared the tab of the Twitter from the device. And let's wait for the 5 minutes until the bot completed its activity. It has passed 2 minutes. It's 3:43 now. Now the time is 3:45 and we have completed. The bot has performed activity for last 4 minutes. And let's see how it closes activity when it's 3:46.